Man, bring Box on the screen, man. I ain't got time
Big Box, what's happening?
What's going on, y'all? Can y'all see me good?
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
What's going on?
How you making it, coach?
Man, it's camp, man. We grinding, enjoying it. Doing some advanced scouting right now. So enjoying my time right now, man. It's fun. It's the
Always
Absolutely.
working.
best time of the
Working
year.
over twerking.
Best time of the year.
That's right.
Yes, sir. It's football time in America.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Box Chico and I talk all the time and we show clips and that kind of thing. But let's hear from you directly. When you look at these first 8 to 10 days of camp, what are you seeing out of these 2026 buffs that are your takeaways?
Man, I see a team that's like every day trying to become closer. Like, and like the fun part about it is you watch coach put them in adversity every day. All right, and we just seeing how they respond. And man, they just keep fighting every day. And they're all new, right? 60 new guys, and I've never seen nothing like it. I'm super excited to see them go compete. But yeah, those guys are flying around having fun, competing. Coaches walked in here.
I heard his voice. He's still in there. You gone?
No, he just walked out.
All right.
You don't have on the socks like Unc had on, do you?
Nah, man, I keep my ankles on. My ankles showing, man. I don't do those. I ain't gonna lie. I got short legs, man.
Short leg. My uncle used to say he had short arms and deep pockets. He
There
ain't
you
have no
go.
money.
There
Yeah.
you go.
But hey, you got a hell of a reach as far as player recruiting. You have a background in football yourself. For the people that don't know, I do this with all of our guests. Let them know about your background, coach, and then let them know how you ended up where you are right now.
Yeah, man. I've been blessed, man. My journey has been fun. It's been hard, but I'm so thankful to be here first and foremost. I will tell you, I started out playing ball in Nashville, Tennessee. I played football at Southeast Missouri State. I don't know if y'all seen go viral, those drills that went viral. Coach Toop was out there having them kids, go at it, hit each other on the goal line. Like, that's how we practice, man. That's all I know, man. It's just toughness, character building on that field. I went to Pregame High School, right around the corner from Tennessee State University. So I just grew up in football. I ended up graduating and trying to get into the NFL. I ended up interviewing for the Titans for a scouting assistant position. Man, I didn't know anything about the process behind the scenes other than just playing football. Never had a job. I didn't get that opportunity, but it forced me to get into the game. Got into high school, and then I met some coaches over at Vanderbilt, and they had a volunteer position. Derek Mason, Cortez Hankton, those guys, man. They put me on, just being transparent. Those are my guys for life. So I worked there as quality control. I worked there volunteer the first year. And then the next year they brought me on quality control. And I did that, coached for 4 seasons there. And then we got let go in 2020. Like I have a job, and then Clark Lee retained me, put me in player personnel, which is my original goal. I always wanted to do personnel, but I just ended up getting my foot in the door in coaching, right? So having that coaching background has helped me as far as like understanding the scheme, players, and but scouting has always been it's easy to identify football players to me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I know what a good football player looks like. So yeah, Corey Phillips, I worked with him at Vandy. He got this opportunity when he was at LSU. He told, he asked Coach and Ray, I got to bring my guy with me, and then that's how I got here. So that's been my journey, man. It's been fun.
Amazing journey, man. And just building those relationships with the players after identifying them as potential recruits and players and such. How did that come about? Like, is that a gift you feel like, just being able to connect with those players and parents and such like that?
Yeah, I think it's just being honest. Like, I come from it, like been playing football my whole life. I've been around, 75% of these teams, 70% of these teams look like got brown skin. So it's like the relatability is just natural, right? The things that I like to focus on is really just the game of football, and the different type of athletes and the mentality of these kids. You gotta hit on the mentality. Like, talent is one thing, but being able to dissect them, understand who they are and where they come from, what makes them tick, that's what a lot of my focus is on.
Yeah, Coach Prime and I talked about that just yesterday. as we were preparing for the open practice. And let me mention now, there's another open practice taking place on Thursday, on tomorrow. So y'all go through that same registration process, before it sells out, so you can come see the Buffs. Nevertheless, we were talking about that box and that when you identify talent, right? And okay, this guy can play ball, but then you have to identify what type of person he is and his upbringing and how does that mesh with your current locker room or even your future locker room. And that's been some of the sticking points, not just here in Colorado, but in college football, where people get it wrong because they're looking at the talent side of the equation more than they are looking for the personality, mentality, and the fit. It seems like going into this year, not seems like, because Coach Prime made it the emphasis that he was going to be the first and final say with what you guys brought him. It seems like the selection process, building this team and the next team, has already corrected that you guys are doing these deeper dives and learning who they are, where they come from, what are they like when pressure's applied. Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, man, we don't care about stars and like you talk about the talent. Like, no, we just first off, can he play football? All right, check that box. All right, who is he person? Is he a good person? All right, like check that box. Okay, does he fit us? Like how we are. Like our coach is different, right? Does he fit?
Yeah.
Is he gonna be weird for him? Is he awkward around us? No, it's not. Bet. Let's go. It's that simple. Does he love football? Like those are the things that we care about. Coach can't be around nobody that love football. I'm just tell you. Like
I'm telling you.
it ain't happening. You're gonna be miserable up here if you don't love the game. You have to love the game to survive here.
How have, like, when you have the guys there on campus and you seeing them, whether they're adjusting and pretty fine and no problems, but some guys might have an issue adjusting. How do you navigate that? Like, how do you take care of those guys that may have an issue adjusting to being in Colorado so far from home?
Man, I think our staff does a really good job. Like our senses is on high alert every day. It's our responsibility to make sure these kids are, trending in the right direction, doing the things that want to get them to one graduation, right, and then to achieve their goals on the field. So, like, if a kid comes in, I can look at a kid in his face when he comes in the morning and know, like, all right, it's gonna be one of them days, right? Like every day, I was just talking to a friend of mine. Every day in this profession, like somebody in our building is having a bad day. It's 105 of them, right? Somebody's having a bad day, right? Yeah. And it's our duty to figure it out, right? And then address it before they tank, mentality piece. But, that's why on the front end, it don't matter who the person is, right? Like somebody has a bad day, but we try to find those kids who can fight through adversity, and the ones who can't, we help them, right? In a multitude of different ways. Because everybody needs help different ways, right? So,
it's, man, you nailed it. You add on the staff, that's going to be about 200 people, and somebody going to have a bad day.
Yeah.
So you have to navigate through that and keep the main thing. And speaking of that main thing, tomorrow will be 21 days away from Georgia Tech. I asked you at the top of when you came on the show, what have you been seeing that you like about this team? What are some of those processes that are going to continue for the next 3 weeks before we get on that plane?
I think for the team, it's just about continuing to hold in the things Coach Prime talks about every day. It's just being consistent in who they are. We identified them. We brought them in. We believe in them. So they just got to do what we know that they can do on a consistent basis. And that just comes with repetition and reps and day in and day out detail and focus and just locking in. Like Pastor Dewey, we had talked to Pastor Dewey this morning. Like he told the guys, like September 3rd is not when the game is won. The game is won on October 12th this morning.
Yeah.
And what you do from here to the second, right? Like the scoreboard is just, that's part of it, right? That's gonna tell the story, the work that was put in. And I believe, our guys gonna be ready. No doubt about it.
Shout out to E. Dewey Smith, pastor in Atlanta, spiritual advisor, Coach Prime, and chaplain for the team. Spoke with him after that presentation, and he'll be coming on the morning run, TMR Live, rather in the afternoon, before we get to Georgia Tech week. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Box, when part of your role is, we're in the middle of it, dog. Like we're in fall camp. We're going toward the season. But that doesn't mean that you guys have stopped identifying what we need next or what's going on in the future. Talk about that. You have this calendar where certain things are allowed, right? But like the recruiting office is still a full-time 365. It never shuts down, no off-season job.
Yep. Yep. The beauty of it is that we have a calendar to go by, even though it changes, right? But it's all dictated by that calendar. And, right now we're preparing, our commits. We're tracking all their stuff, man, keeping an eye on how their season's going, talking to them on a daily. Um, you know, our 28s, the guys that those guys are important, right? You get on those guys early, going to see them in the fall. We're planning the scheduling for when we're going on our bye weeks, when we travel away games, like what kids are in those areas, who can we put eyes on? Um, so it's just constant, right? And then to me, like what's most important is the team itself right now. So like if we have like I'm involved in this, everything as far as like just talking to them every day, just being in their face, just keeping them on track, like loving on them, man. Like that is in itself is it's a huge responsibility of mine, and I take pride in that. So yeah,
If you're talking about some of the guys that you guys have brought in this season, like who has been some, I guess you could say most impressive, not surprised, but just most impressive so far. If you can name some guys, if you don't mind.
man, put me on the spot. We brought in 60 guys. Like it's the internet. You guys know the guys is balling. Like Boo, man. Randon. I back in. I put my back in against anybody. They come to every day to work. They compete. They going against dogs on the other side of the ball. So like super excited about them. And man, our D line like super excited. Our linebacker group, like the whole defense, twos, threes, all up, bro. They competitive, but them dudes, Coach Morgan got them dudes flying around out there. So super excited. Like we lost a lot in the portal, right? But it wasn't nothing we didn't expect. Like, we didn't know or didn't want to lose, right? Like some we would have kept, but it is what it is. And we replaced guys. We brought guys in here that's going to help us. And you guys want to see on the offensive side of the ball, bro. It's just they're so young but so talented. Like it's sky's the limit for them. Coach Marion is really on them, and I'm excited about what Drew and the boys gonna do for real. Can't wait to get my two my guys back. But yeah.
Yeah, I tell people on this program, Coach Box, that I am blown away, impressed with these two new coordinators, their ability to not
Man,
only scheme it out, but their ability to teach it, to instruct it, to apply it, whether it's the film room, class on grass, or actual practice, to see the enthusiasm, how much and how bad the players want to play for them. But even
yep.
having said that, I had to go ahead and pick the defense as far as what I'm most excited about seeing, because with all due respect to Coach Marion, the Go-Go offense has been out there a while. We've seen what it could produce, 30, 35 points a game. But I don't think the world knows what we know about Coach Chris Marv, and I can't wait for the world to see it.
No doubt. I've been knowing Coach Morris since my time at Vandy in 2017 when I met him, and he's been the same dude every day. He's like one of the youngest linebacker coaches in the SEC. And you always knew he was going to be in this seat, right? And future head coach, in my opinion. He's a guy.
Yeah. In that go offense, I know you're excited about that. Those running backs and getting a running game going this season.
Mm-hmm.
You excited about the run game, the offensive line, and what Coach Marion can bring
Am I?
to the Buff Nation?
Am I? Like it's gonna be tough to stop those guys, man. I don't really like talking too much, I Neely got me on here and got me excited, so I'm just excited, bro. I know those dudes, and I know what they about. I know the guys that they're working with, and the kids are bought in, and they work every single day. Like they are up here every single day, and they want to win. Like they really do. So
Let's go back to recruiting right quick. I have a question about JUCO players. And for some of the JUCO players that might be listening out there that want to go to that next level, I know you guys have your eye on all levels. High school, JUCO, whatever. Talk about how a JUCO player can, make plays and then move up and get a chance at the Colorado, and how you guys evaluate those players.
man, we evaluate everybody pretty much the same as far like if you're other than high school, right? Like if you're a JUCO guy or a young portal guy, like you're kind of in the same boat. Like your transfer, and there's nothing like special about their. It's just you got to know who that person is. Was he a qualifier? Like what was his situation? Was he not a qualifier? Right? If he wasn't a qualifier, why wasn't he a qualifier? What's his home life like? What's his situation? Are we willing to take on these things? Do we have the resources to support him? So To be honest, if you want to be re-recruited out of high school and you were a qualifier, to me that's the best way and the easiest way to make that Power 5 jump. If you wasn't a qualifier, because there's so much going on as far as transfers being available and high school kids being available, you putting yourself on the limb because somebody got to want to bet on you. So that film better jump if you wasn't a qualifier. And, so coaches want to be able to trust in you, man, and that you're gonna handle your business at this level as well. So. Yeah, and it's about how you finish at JUCO too. You got to finish the right way, right? Like, graduate with a solid GPA. Get your A and keep it moving.
Yeah. Don't just try to play the season and leave.
Yeah, man. No, you can't do that. Because them coaches, man, they gonna tell us what's up.
Yeah, absolutely. And even situationally, at this level, with the constant evaluation and changing of the rules, you have guys who were kind of coached out in their what they thought was their senior year, and then here comes the NCAA saying, "Oh man, no, you can play again." But if you didn't do what you were supposed to classroom wise, you still can't play again.
Exactly, a bunch of those guys out there.
Yeah, you have to keep it going. Hey, Box, I want to pivot from recruiting and what Chico asked you about to kind of the here and now on a day-to-day basis, because Box, I see you. I be seeing you, Box. And when Travis and Shador, Cameron Silverman, Craig, Shiloh, all those guys was here, what you used to always hear about is how many scouts were at practice. Well, let me tell the world, and then let me ask Box. Ain't nothing changed. It's scouts here every day in mass, and I ain't talking about just one guy, from the Alouettes or something. I'm talking about NFL, just 10 of them. Talk about your process, what your role is, and how you guys work with those scouts when they come to visit and make sure they talk to Swayze and coach and all those things.
Yeah, man. So NFL scouts, they work, man. They the lone wolves, man. They get it done. So they reach out to me, I reach out to them, my contacts, and just send them our scheduling, what it's gonna look like for the year, and they tell me when they want to come. So I got my calendars. I track every day. I track who they come in and ask me about. I track what they're asking. It's a big responsibility. It's a big part of my responsibility as well. So I get them around to Coach Swayze after I'm done with them. I get them around to our medical staff. He's done, and then if they want to talk to the coaches, individual coaches at the practice, Coach Prime, So that's pretty much it. And they come back later on in the fall for a game, and they send their, the big dogs out. They're sending their college directors. They're sending, DPPs and GMs at times. When we had Travis and them, GMs was coming to practice, But yeah, we still got directors coming. We got multiple scouts from the same organization that's showing up. So it's been a lot of guys. Like tomorrow, we got 4 scouts coming tomorrow. So it'll be fun. And all those guys, Coach Prime is cool because he lets our players interact with them. He wants them to go shake their hands and introduce themselves and, look them in the eye, body type them. And they never forget that stuff. It helps them.
Yeah.
One thing coaches said the past couple of days at practice to those guys who will be NFL eligible, draft eligible, so seniors and juniors, is like, let me put y'all up on some game. When y'all see them, go over and introduce yourself, shake your hand, let them see who you are. Because that way they will remember you and watch you at practice. And coaches always just giving those professional tips out to players on how to separate yourself from the pack, not necessarily separate yourself from the pack on this team, but these guys are going to another college tomorrow if they leave here, and you want to make sure they remember you.
That's a fact.
First impression.
Yep. I remember a guy told me one time, bring it back to me, put the circles in the chat. Guy said, you're a 50-50 body type guy. I was like, what the hell that mean? And I hear him talk about other guys, 60-40 body type guy. But I realized that they're just that detailed when looking at players. They talk about 50-50 in percentage of body types. If your legs are longer than your torso, all of those things matter. And that's what those scouts are looking at. I sat there one practice and just listened to them and try to pick their brain also, not at Colorado, at UAB, but, long time.
Oh, no, we
ago,
knew what you
still,
were talking about because you were able to sit and listen to them because you was on the sideline with their head. So pretty much the whole practice. So
and you was able to interact to them.
Very, very easy to overhear what they talk about from your position at UAB.
Shots fired.
Shots was fired right there. It's all good though.
Hey, Box, I'm sorry I had to do that, but that was a lick back from yesterday. So Chico loved to swing, right? And then when I hit back, he make it like I started. just because I hit harder.
He played a victim.
Yeah.
I know, Victor.
Well, Box, one of the things I have loved in you keeping it real with the players when Coach Prime calls you up about that scouting process is that, anybody can go download your game film. Anybody can watch your game on ESPN. But when they come here, they're looking for body language. Are you first in line for the drills? Are you first in transition from one field to the other field? Talk about that aspect of the things that they're looking for beyond just your play on game day.
Yeah, man. It's called football character, right? Who you are, honestly, when nobody's looking. But when the scouts come, you better be doing these things, right? If you want to make it to that level, right? So they want to see you lead. They want to see you lead from the front, not from the back. Like it's really like they're investing in you, so you got to give them a reason to invest in you, right? Football is one thing. Everybody in that league is talented, but man, I've been in that league and for internships and opportunities, and like there's guys in that locker room that's not the most talented, but they do everything right, and they're leaders, and they bring value to that team, their organization, and they don't do nothing wrong. You don't have to worry about them. So if you can be that guy and be talented, man, you can make generational wealth, man, for real.
Absolutely.
So that's what
Box,
I try.
nice to work with guys getting them ready for their Senior Bowl interviews and that process, including the combine. They like, Neely, when I go in here, what's the kind of, what should I be talking about? What should I be saying? I said, look, one thing you got to keep in mind is what Box just said. This is an investment in you. And what do people want? They want a return on their investment. And so if I'm going to pay you $5 million, you need to make me believe I can make 6 back because I need to go up $1 million. And in that vein, the first thing I need to know that football is the most important thing in your life. Like, so if you got these other hobbies and other interests, like when we talk, those need to be on the back burner. You need to be talking about football. Football has to be the most important thing in your life.
Fake it till you make it.
I'm telling you. See. Hey, listen, man. Let's talk about being back in Boulder once again. I know the guys are back there. They're happy to be home. After being there in Colorado Springs, the energy is up. But we head into Georgia Tech, Box. What are some things you want to see out there with your own eyes from this whole group?
You talking about in practice, or you talking about the game on that game day?
In practice, leading up to the game.
Practice. Man, the guys are doing what we asked them to do, man. Like they busting their butt, and I just want them to continue to take care of themselves, take care of their bodies, and continue to work hard and just dive into the details because they are talented enough to do the job and go get the win like they are. So it's really just about being consistent in their preparation and just go out there and have fun on Thursday, excuse me. Yeah.
Box, man, we're going to let you. Oh, go ahead, Chico.
I was going to say just one more thing, put them on the spot with the quarterbacks. People want to hear about the quarterbacks and their progression. What have you been seeing from Juju Lewis and the rest of the guys?
Man, them dudes trying to score points. They competitive. I'm excited about all of them, man. Like Keneal, people don't talk about him enough. Like in his all of them, from the spring to now, like the whole group, the whole team has gotten better, and you could just see the work just showing up, and that's what excites me. And I know it's not gonna stop because they want it and they want to win. Everybody in this building got a tip, and we all want it. So, work ethic, time favor, is undefeated, and we got favor. You know what I'm saying? And
work ethic, times favor. Undefeated. I like that. And Coach Prime look like he got that chip on his shoulder also, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shouts out to Coach, man.
Playing around.
Coach Box, you got to get back to it, man. We appreciate you carving out some time to hop on TMR Live with us. Like you said, we got practice tomorrow. You already got 4 or 5 scouts coming, so I know you got some due diligence to do. You on 4, I'm down here on 3 because, Neely don't miss no meals, so I'm going to get a snack when we get up out of here.
Man, appreciate the time, man. It was fun.
Appreciate you, man.
Yep.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Anytime, doors open, Coach.
For sure.
Yes, indeed.
Y'all put a W box in the chat like Chico would say. There's a W box in the chat. I try to beat you to it, Chico. I try to beat you to it.
You got a W box in the
chat.
Box be handling his business, man. A great job by him, stepping into that role after Coach Corey Phillips leaving. Coach Corey, like he said, Coach Corey Phillips called him to come there with him. That shows that trust and relationships, once again, that we always talk about. Just like I'll put this out there. Even with myself, God damn, I gotta bring back myself again. Well, that's what this show is a damn about, man. That's what
No, it's really not.
It's
really not about yourself.
Because I
keep
did this,
making it about yourself.
I did the same thing, man, getting into coaching. You know what I mean? But you know what? Matter of fact, I'm not gonna share that story. How about that?
No, Chico. Like you said,
the point is this:
it's
it's about trust and relationships.
That man sat there and said, "Oh, that's what this show is about." Me,
no. I said they want to hear about our stories and you know how we relate to things too, man. Or else it must be two random bozos on here, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Coach Box, man. And what, man? What you laughing at now?
Because I was about to tell you, like the man said on the Temptation, ain't nobody come to see you. He was talking about that's what this show is about.
It is. The show is about our access, our.
I get all that, but that ain't what you
commentary.
said. But that ain't what you said.
It is. It's about us.
I get all that. That's not what you said, but I get all that.
You know what I mean? You know what the hell I'm about to say.
That man was about to not tell a story. He said, "No, I'm gonna tell it because that's what these people are here for for my stories."
They are.
No,
they
they're
are
not.
here for the stories and how it relates. They come for the sports and they stay for the stories. Oh, you didn't know that? They come for the sports and stay for the stories.
You gonna get your ass for imitating people. I'm telling you, dog. Okay,
man,
keep
tell
on.
To pull up, man.
Talk about
who I got Magic Johnson to worry about.
Yeah, I mean you tried Magic, Shannon, Neil.
Okay. Now, Coach, it's all love though. It just depends on how you related to him though. You might be like, hey, man, look at this joker I saw on the internet, Coach Neil. This joker right here.
Wait. I see. Wait, hold on, because I like where you went to. It is about how I related to him.
See.
But if I actually showed them the clip, that's how you did it. It'd be one thing if I went to him.
They'll laugh.
Big Dog Chico been messing with you. And there's another thing, say, hey, press play, what you think?
That's what you do, press play, what you think?
Look, y'all, what you think he doing to you right here? Do you think this is love? What you think? I ain't gonna tell you what I think. I want you to tell me.
So when you say daddy about Coach Pollock, is that love?
I'm effing with him. I'm letting you know I'm teasing him.
So you can F with it, you can tease, but I can't.
That's one person. You be doing it like 50.
That's even better. That means that I'm not. That means that this is I don't discriminate. That's what it means.
You got.
That means
Magic Johnson,
it's for all of
them. Vice Lord Nation, and the Qs won't jump you like that. I got.
See, it's love, baby. It's love. If anything, hey man, listen, man, we need to go ahead and make it official.
Chico, that ain't love, dog. I'm letting you know.
We need to make it official, big dog. You know,
we did that show, and you back there stacking, and I'm like,
sometimes, you know. Hey man, salute to all the runners that was in the chat and that's in the chat right now. We appreciate y'all.
Hey, runners in the chat, let me know, is the show about Chico stories? Chico,
that's an element. That's a part of the show. Yeah, that's a part of the show. At this point, if we just you know what? We ain't gonna talk about that, man.
You're right. We don't.
Chico being Chico. That's right. Chico has to be. That's right. That's right. Shout out to Cowboy Cole. Shout out to Coach Brendan Marion. Shout out to Goonsville Clothing. UncleChico.myshopify.com. Peace in the Middle East. Chico. Intriguing question, make you stop and stare. Chico wanna rock like that, remind me when I wrestle the world. Uncle Neely the big dog, post prime confidant, black 21 in the game, that's the real talk. Neely hold it down, keep the ship on the rail. Chico come through wild, but it's forced up a belt from Beverly to Hawaii. In my crooked letter, runners are connected. We better together. Big brand, every super jet, show love to the crew. Chico break it down, give us something new. Back, smash that light, you pay rent. Stop the TM all live, we gon' make your day lit. Monday through Friday, same time every week, 2 p.m. out, 4 p.m. This the sports show. Runners ride with us 5 days, we stay true.